Hello everyone and welcome to Journey with the Colors. My name is Amanda Keller and today we are back in the color kitchen. So today we are going to be making something from the Doctor Who cookbook, and today's recipe is called Cynermelts. Now this I'm going to actually bring you guys a little bit closer so you can actually see what I'm doing up close, because it's going to be too hard for you to tell from a distance, I guess you could say. But also this actually says to use a template that's in the back of the cookbook that you're supposed to trace out and then use it to make the cybernet or the cyber faces on this. But I am just going to do it by hand because I think I'll be okay doing that. So let me bring the camera a little bit closer so you guys can see, and I'll be right back. So we'll get started. Okay, you guys, so the first thing that you are going to do is you need some whole multi-grain bread that has been lightly toasted, which I have right here. I just toasted it for a little bit so it's not quite brown or anything. Okay, so for the actual cyber looking faces, which is what you're going to do is put cyber faces on this bread. You're supposed to use 1 slice of cheddar cheese, and then you're also going to need 1 slice of red Leicester or cheddar. The 1 slice of cheddar cheese is supposed to be white. It's also supposed to be circular. I could not find white circular shaped cheese, so I just bought provolone instead. So I just changed the cheese out. And then we did not have Leicester cheese, but it does need cheddar. It says you can use cheddar for the other one as well, or for the other part as well, which I just got some yellow regular medium cheddar slices. Okay, all right, so the first thing that you are going to do, and you're also going to need a cucumber and a radish, which we'll get to later. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you are going to cut out the face for this the cyber face basically. And so what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to cut this toast just a little bit, or the cheese a little bit down on each side. So right here, and then right about here, because their faces are a little bit squarish. Okay, so you're just going to cut that off, and then you're also going to go a little bit this way and make kind of a little bit more squarish there, and then a little bit more squarish here, which isn't quite even there. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so you cut little sides off of each side here and then a little bit down this way, okay? And then you're also just gonna cut this bottom part so that it's straight, like so. Okay, perfect. All right, so now what you're gonna do is you're basically gonna cut out their eyes, which is kind of basically just a roundish looking eye. So we're gonna cut out as close to a circle as we can get. Like I said, I'm kind of freehanding this, so it's not going to be perfect. That's okay. So circle for that one. And then a circle for that one. There we go. Okay. Then the next thing you're going to do is just cut out their little mouth, which is just basically a line. You're just going to cut out kind of like a rectangle, a thin rectangle, about right there. Okay, so we've got that done. Now what you're going to do is, let's see, and we can use these parts, these extra parts, keep them handy because you're going to use them for something else. Okay, so for the yellow cheese, what you're going to do is you're going to need like kind of I don't know what you would call that shape. Not quite a triangle because it doesn't come to a point, but you're just going to kind of make this like that. Okay, so it's just like that, slanted inside, straight bottom, curved here. And then you're also going to need 2 little pieces that are going to fit like right along here, along this edge here. So you need it about the same length as that. So I'm going to put a little notch here so I know where to cut. And it's basically going to be a little, just almost like a rectangle, but then there's also like a little part that sticks out about midway down. And we're going to leave that little section open there and then put this little like notch in. Okay, like that. And you're gonna need 2 of those, 1 for each side. So let's do it on this side so that we got a nice flat surface. Okay, so again, a little rectangle, leave a little spot, and then make a little indent. Like I said, if you have the cookbook, there is a template for these in the back. I'm just freehanded them just because I didn't feel like tracing it. And I thought, why not? I'll just be creative on my own. Why not? Okay, so here's the face basically. So now what you're gonna do is you are gonna take a piece of your slightly toasted bread, and I am gonna put it this way. Now, depending on how your bread looks, mine is long rather than tall. So if it's tall, you're gonna put it this way. If it's long, then you need to put it this way, okay? You're gonna set the face right on top of that, okay? And what you're gonna do is you are gonna cut out the bottom part so that it matches the bottom part of the cheese, okay? And so you're gonna cut this off there, and then you're gonna cut this off right here, okay? So now it matches up pretty much with the bottom part of the cheese, which is what you want, okay? So for the other little parts, what you're gonna do is I'm just gonna use the extra pieces that we cut off of the white piece, and I'm gonna put this here. And then I'm gonna put 1 here. It's supposed to actually kind of connect to that one. This one, it's gonna be a little bit harder because let me put another little extra piece right there. There we go, okay? And so then we have a piece right there, okay? There we go. Okay, so that kind of gives like the upper part of the cyber head, okay? All right, it's supposed to be 1 long piece, so if you have 1 long piece and 1 long piece, use that. I'm just kind of doing the extra little pieces, okay? So then with that, so this is gonna go right here. And then these 2 little pieces, one goes on this side and one goes on this side, okay? Perfect. Okay, so now from here, the other things that you're gonna need 2 tiny pieces of radish that have red on them, okay? And when I mean tiny, they just need to be a little bit, so basically it's gonna go right on this piece, right there, okay? And so you can just cut a little tiny mark of it. You just basically need the red part, okay? And again, it would go, those are too big. I'll cut those down a little bit. Okay, then the other thing that you're gonna need is a piece of cucumber skin. So let's just cut off a piece of cucumber skin here. Okay, so you're just going to take this skin and you're gonna make basically a little thing that goes from here to here. So it needs to be, just make it here, just needs to be like basically a straight line. It doesn't really need to be all that big. It just needs to reach between here and here. Okay, like that. Okay, and then you're going to make one that goes on this corner and on this corner, okay? So I am gonna cut, let's just cut this out here. And then I'm just gonna make it so it's kind of in an L shape. Okay, kind of an L shape. It's a little bit less than an L shape maybe. And so one will go here. And we'll cut another piece, but we'll go the opposite direction. And so one will go here, okay? But, so now that you've got those cut and kind of have them fitted on, you're gonna take those off. You're gonna take the 2 cucumber pieces off and the 2 radishes pieces off. And then once you've got all of your toast made, all of them made up like this, you're basically going to put them in the toaster, basically like a toaster oven. You're gonna toast them a little bit more until the cheese is about half done, I guess. Let's see. Okay, so it says you're supposed to do them in the broiler. I'm sorry. So you're going to preheat the broiler to medium, and then you're going to very lightly toast the cheese until it's softened. You want to check it, keep an eye on it closely. You don't want it to melt. It just needs to, because if it melts, it'll lose its shape, okay? So yeah, and then once you get done, you're gonna position your radish pieces and your cucumber pieces back on there. And then the last part that you're going to do is you're gonna take some hoisin sauce, about a tablespoon or so of it, and you're gonna fill in the eyes and the mouth, either using like a spoon, or if you have like some kind of little dropper or something you can use that too. But that's after you get it cooked. So I'm gonna go ahead and cook this piece, and then I'll come back and show you guys how it turned out. So I'll be back in just a minute to get that done. So I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so here it is. As you can see, it started to melt just a little bit. So now we're gonna put our cucumber pieces on the corners, here and here. And then our radishes pieces, which, oops, I forgot to cut this one down a little bit because it's a little too big. There we go. So our radish pieces right there. Then, like I said, you're gonna take your hoisin sauce, which, oops, I gotta open mine because it's brand new. Maybe if I can get the jar open, that would help. There we go. And I'm just gonna use a little spoon. Just put a little bit on here. Now, hoisin sauce is usually a little bit thick, so hopefully that'll make it easier to kind of get on here. Okay, so we're just gonna put a little bit on a spoon here, and I'm gonna start with the eyes. A little bit in each eye, hopefully. Okay, this eye, then this eye, and then this mouth, maybe. Just like that. What do you think, guys? Does it look like a cyber guy? I think it looks pretty close. It's pretty cool. Okay, so this would be really cute for somebody who really likes Doctor Who, and it's a pretty cool little snack, and kind of a healthy snack as well, since it's multigrain bread and some cheeses. And so, yeah, that turned out incredible. Okay, so I'm gonna reset up the camera so we can come back, and I will try this and see how it tastes. Not sure if I like hoisin sauce, so we'll find out. So I'll be right back. Let me get this reset up for you guys. So now we're gonna try this, see how it tastes. I mean, it's kind of just cheese and bread, so we'll see. But like I said, I used provolone instead of cheddar, which will make it a little bit different. So let's give it a try. I kind of want to make sure I get some hoisin sauce and a little bit of the yellow cheddar and the white provolone. Let's try this piece first. Okay. The hoisin sauce does kind of give it, and I'm probably saying that wrong, just so you know, does kind of give it a little bit of a tanginess to it, which is nice. It's a little bit plain, I would say. Maybe if it had cheddar instead of provolone, it might be a little bit better, but it's basically bread with slightly melted cheese. Not my favorite thing, but it's a really cute thing, and it's a pretty healthy snack. So, you know, if you or someone you know really likes Doctor Who, this would be a great little thing to make. And they're pretty easy. You could set up an assembly line, do everything at one time, throw them all together, and throw them in the boiler. So it works. Okay, you guys, so that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. Like and subscribe if you like, or don't if you don't. Everyone have a good day. Enjoy your cooking. Keep your kitchen messy, and we'll see you later. Bye.